Imagine going to holiday meals and parties this year and enjoying them like you never have before. And with today's little secret, you'll be able to do that. Welcome, I'm Sheri Traxler with Nourish Your Life, author of Go Forward, 28 Days to Eat, Move, and Enjoy Life God's Way. During the holidays, sometimes, for a lot of people, possibly for you, a lot of the time, you leave a party, you leave a family gathering, and you are miserable. Are you ever leaving not content, but like suffering in a way? Well, if so, let's talk about this little secret that I shared with the client, and it's making a difference. A few days ago, I was talking with the client about his love of food and food being celebration, but it was also becoming a place of suffering because instead of really enjoying the food and after feeling amazing, he was leaving physically feeling miserable, but also emotionally feeling guilty. I'm like, we don't want that around food. I don't want that around food for you. And it's possible to have these celebrations be celebrations and not be a place of suffering. How? Well, this little secret, it is a simple practice. It is a practice, so you need to do it daily. And it will begin to change you and change your relationship with food. It will increase your desire for what you want, and it will make it easier for you to live that out. What is it? It's visualization, mental rehearsal, call it what you will, but it's proven in science over and over, and this application of it, a lot of people don't use, which is why I'm thinking of it as a little secret, because we don't often think of visualizing before we eat or visualizing every day what we want our relationship with food to be like. So imagine with me, and I'm going to walk you through a visualization to give you an idea of what this looks like. Make it your own. In fact, I encourage you, like this, bookmark it so that you can come back to it and practice this on a daily basis. The basics of visualization, think of it in 3 steps. 1 is picture yourself, see yourself at a mealtime. Maybe it is a special occasion mealtime, maybe it is a party, or maybe it's just the day-to-day, having lunch at your desk or wherever you have breakfast or dinner with your family. Think about those meal times. Picture yourself, see yourself in that, and think about how you want that to be, what you want to do, how you want to eat when you're hungry, what you want the foods to enjoy, how you're putting your fork down between every couple of bites. I'll walk you through an example of this, but you're going to picture and see yourself living out that meal. Second is think about your end goal. What do you want to feel physically? What do you want to feel emotionally when you have ended the party or when you have finished the meal? What do you want that to be like? And that'll help you reverse engineer, okay, if I want to feel content, or if I want to feel light, or if I want to feel not guilty, whatever it is you want to feel, then imagine, back to step 1, imagine yourself acting in a way that's going to get you that result. And then step 3 is not just picture yourself doing these things, but also imagine the feeling. Feel the emotion of, I'm so proud of myself. Feel the emotion of, oh, it's just wonderful to enjoy a meal and not be stuffed after, but to really have enjoyed it. Think about what it's going to be like and then emotionally feel it while you are visualizing. Before I take you through the visualization, remember that it is important to do this on a daily basis. So does that mean it needs to be any special time? No, actually it doesn't. You can do this when you're brushing your teeth, when you're shaving. You can do this while you're driving to work. You can do this anytime. You don't have to close your eyes, but just see in your mind's eye this experience. And I'm going to walk you through one right now. So if you do want to close your eyes, you can. I'll probably close my eyes during some of this so that I can better sense the scenario, but you certainly do not have to do that. Take a couple of deep, slow breaths into your belly and relax. Feel all the tension release from your shoulders, your neck. And picture yourself going into a holiday party. There's a buffet there of at least 20 different goodies, selections. It's a potluck. You brought your own of something that you really enjoy. And you set it there along with all the other foods for the buffet for the party. You are more engaged, more interested in the people than you are the food. The food is there and it's going to be wonderful. See yourself engaging with the people that are there. Great conversation, great laughter. Focused on that connection, the real purpose of a party. See yourself as you begin to sense that you are physically hungry, getting a plate, looking over the buffet, and you see yourself thinking, oh, I really like that. That's one of my favorites. Oh, I could take or leave that one. And you choose the 5 or 6 foods that you really enjoy that maybe you don't get all of the time. And with that, you head over to talk to someone. And in this conversation that you're having with them, you are directing the conversation to be about how great the food is, because that is helping you focus on experiencing and savoring the food. You begin to notice that you are not as physically hungry now, even though you still have a few bites left on your plate. And there's a peace about you because you know, next time I'm physically hungry, this party's going to be going for a while. I can always go back and get more. I can always get the recipe and make it myself if I want. So there's no pressure that I've got to eat it now or I won't get it again. You set your plate down because you notice you're not physically hungry, and you re-engage in conversation and laughter and fun. A couple of hours later, you realize, I'm a little hungry again, and you go back and there is something left that might not be a favorite, but you like it, so you get just a nibble of it to really take your hunger level to where it's back to neutral. You also then ask for the recipe of something that you tried earlier and you really want seconds of now and it's not there, but you're at peace about that. So you get the recipe from the person who brought that. And you are beginning to feel not only so proud of yourself that you didn't overdo it, you're also proud of yourself for how you enjoyed the food. You enjoyed the food this time more than you ever have because you paid attention to the food. You enjoyed the food more this time than you ever have because you weren't stuffing yourself and there was not emotional drama around it. It was just delicious food for the food's sake. The party's winding down, you're heading out, you've got the recipe, and as you're driving home, you realize this was a success because you were content, you were at peace, and you thoroughly enjoyed yourself, and you know that you're not going to be paying the price the next day or the next week for eating more than what your body had called for. Thank you so much for walking through that visualization. I left it fairly generic, so make that your own as you re-listen to this. When you hear things like, this and that, picture the actual foods that you really enjoy. Picture the foods that you'd probably skip over because you can have them anytime, or it's not necessarily your favorite. Make this your own, but practice it daily. Let me know in the comments how it works for you after a week or two of doing this on a daily basis. I look forward to hearing from you on this. Thanks for being here. Thanks for subscribing, for clicking that notification bell. And until next time, find your path and fulfill your potential.